She woke up alone in the Roman catacombs. She was berserk to the bone. She's the ghost of Rome, who's searching for her long-lost green diamond ring she was wearing when she was put to death on the guillotine. It all started 400 years ago when she met a man who promised her wealth and land, and in a proposal he put a green diamond ring on her hand. They like singing and they like dancing. They got married on an Italian sun. They got romancing under a Tuscany sun, but they had no honeymoon. He joined the army to provide for the son in her womb, and for 3 years she waited with the child and her home, until one day she received a letter from the army of Rome. They said her husband had passed away while fighting at war. They said he was brave. She didn't believe them, but they still got an eviction notice, and they had to move out. They were homeless, broke, without nothing to do, out on the cobblestone roads of Rome. But the little boy learned to write poems, grew with poise, and he grew with charm. She got stronger and helped him get along in the city of Rome. And she learned to sleep with the strangers and let that money come in and make those little ends meet. But then one day their life would change for the better when the king's daughter kissed the boy. 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 5 years later they fell in love, and the king and queen threw the most marvelous wedding that anybody had ever seen. Oh, how happy the mother and son were to be royalty, living the high life in Italian monarchy. Yeah. But the king's daughter's jealousy grew over the boy's love for his long-lost father and his most loving mother, so she told him to choose between a wife and a mother. With greed in his eyes, with money on his mind, with lust on his side, he agreed to poison his mother while she lay peacefully that night. So the king's daughter gave him arsenic, and he crept up by his mother's side. But she woke up right before he tried, and she screamed and cried as her son put a pillow over her head. And as she was nursing her last breath, the blade cut through her son's head. She looked up to see her long-lost husband, who was supposed to be dead but put in prison instead for talking democracy and committing treason. He had come to rescue her, but it was too late. The king's daughters rushed into it with the castle's guards, and they put a sword through her husband's chest, and he died right in front of her left and right eye. The next day the mother was stripped from her green diamond ring, and she was put to death at the guillotine. 400